season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down, House. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second down at 5.
Now, Noel, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try the left side. Noel, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup there on the run. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 9.
90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They'll run on first down. House, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
Second and 12.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Fielded at the 43. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Throwing again on second down. Fields completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, Noel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play fake, now Fields to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. from the gun. They'll try to run it.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 11.
Here comes the blitz as they look to... He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Noel.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd down, Noel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons.
And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
They'll run on first down. Noel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And even 150 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On play action, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Baron Browning make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
From the gun, here's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off play action, Fields.
Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're cut.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, Noel. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Noel. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 38, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Fields. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 52, Cowboys 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, House. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now. Noel, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With you totally on that one.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Noel, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.